Hello again, everybody. Bruce with Diamond Gems 45, and I'm glad you're back. I'm glad I'm back. It's been about 10 or 11 days since I've made a video. Got a couple different topics to talk about today, and we'll finally get around to the title of the video in the third segment of said video. Anyway, went to the Card Con in Evansville, Indiana today. It's the largest trading card, Pokemon, sports card show in Evansville every year. And there was a very good crowd for being maybe 8 to 10 degrees when the show opened. And I will have to say that although it's billed for more than just sports cards, it was probably 95% Pokemon / modern sports cards. And but there are a few diamonds in the rough and a lot of things to see there. But as far as vintage, not a very big selection, but I did find a few things. Only pulled the trigger on one, but it was worth going to, and it's something you don't really want to pass up, because I remember I went last year, and there were modern dealers there that had a couple vintage cards that I purchased that were probably more than happy to get rid of them, and I was more than happy to buy them. But this guy was strictly vintage. It's an inventory pickup. You know, I go through the show, you know, with Mantle on my mind, and then if I can't find any Mickey Mantle, well, Aaron Mays, you know, Koufax, Clemente, you know, Musial Gibson, these guys. So anyway, I did get to find. I did make one inventory pickup, and it's a 19. Plenty of glare off the snow-covered ground here in southwestern Indiana. Maybe this is better. No, just as bad. 1972 Hank Aaron in an SGC 7. Bought it from a guy from Centralia, Illinois, home of Gary Gaetti. And yeah, there's a Hank, and there's the back. Very glary. I apologize for that, but yeah, I mean, you can't find any Mantle products. Just you know, Mays, Aaron, the rest of those immortal guys. Phil Necrofan 35 has a contest. He has reached 100 subscribers, and he's giving away some prizes. And all he wants to know is your favorite Atlanta Brave. And that one's, you've already seen him. That one's easy for me. When we were in we were out of high school. We would have been in freshman, sophomore year of college, right after Hank broke the record. A bunch of us loaded into a car, and this might have been pre-interstate days, because I'm sure your neck of the woods had an interstate, but for some reason, southern Indiana and southwestern Indiana were kind of late to the party. But anyway, we loaded up a car and we went to Cincinnati. The Braves were playing a doubleheader there. I guess we didn't want to take the chance of going to St. Louis for a single game and Hank sitting out. But we went to see a doubleheader. He played in the second game. I remember he flew out, I don't know if it was to the warning track, flew out kind of deep to left field, one at bat, but we did get to see him play. I've seen Aaron, Bonds, and Pujols play. You know, even though I'm a Cardinal fan, just give me Hank. I'll take Hank. And, you know, that's the way I feel about it. Anyway, he wants you to show some items of your favorite Atlanta Brave, or Milwaukee Brave, or Boston Brave, I suppose. So anyway, some items of Hank that I have. There's the glare again, is the autograph Perez Steel. It's up on my my Immortal shelf next to Willie Mays, and a Ted Williams autograph on a postcard, and the Clemente Collector card that I won that was drawn by Scott at Reindeer Studios. But Hank's up on my Immortal shelf. And then something you don't see every day, but they're out there, is a Hank Aaron Heartland statue. And there's the nice, little yellowing, but not that bad for a Heartland. It was a package deal, Hank and Eddie Matthews, when I bought these two Heartlands. So there's the 44 underneath the arm, and there's the Heartland. Underrated part of the hobby, the Heartland statue, in my opinion. Now, let's get to the title of the of this exercise. So I'm walking around in the show, and I make one full lap around, and I went to the right, and this guy was all the way over to the left-hand side as you walk in by the large overhead door, the large garage door, so to speak. And he had some great stuff. He had a T206 Cobb. He had a T206 Walter Johnson. He had a 48 Musial. These are 48 Bowman Musial. These are all graded. He had a what else did he have? He had a 51 Bowman Mays and a 51 Bowman Mantle, plus a sign in his display case that said, these are something like legendary cards of the hobby. Hold them for a picture, $2. So that's a first for me. And I went and told another guy there, William Hicks of Hicks Sports Cards, like and subscribe, and told him about it. He got a kick out of it. And I went back after telling a couple more guys, and the sign was gone, and there was a sign in there that said not for sale. So, I realized that you might not sell those in Evansville, Indiana. You have a better chance of selling those at the National. Why even bring anything that's not for sale? That's what I just don't understand. So anyway, had all those cards. The sign went from legendary cards of the hobby, hold for a picture, $2, to not for sale. So I thought that was interesting. Saw a couple friends, saw Todd Johnson, saw national dealer, he sets up at the National, Craig Halbig, and good to talk with them as always. And like I said, William Hicks, Hicks Sports Cards, good to see him too. And finally found something. This show is not billed sports cards only. It's billed a lot of different things. So I guess I should realize that it's not going to be vintage sports cards at every table. But like I said, 95% of the show was either Pokemon or Modern. But I did find something, worth a second look. 72, Hank. Look at Hank. Hank, baby. Hank. There he is in a 7. And there's the back once again. Glare City, doo-wah diddy. Anyway, hey, thanks for putting up with me for 9+ minutes. And as usual, folks, so long for just a while.